Suicide is something that a lot of people really think is a scary topic to talk about. But suicide is not something that you have to give anybody the idea about. It might be a thought that we've all had at one point or another. When those thoughts become actions, or those thoughts become something that you begin to actively plan what you're going to do to end your life, or how you're going to end your life, that's when you need to come in and get some help. That's when that becomes a dangerous thing. And so definitely not being afraid to ask about it. If you have friends or family that you're afraid are struggling, don't be afraid to ask them if they're having these thoughts, or if they've done anything to begin to plan how they would end their life, or what they would do and what that would look like. And then definitely there's plenty of different resources out there that you can contact if that becomes an issue. We're definitely one of those places that you can call and talk to somebody about those feelings. Well, a lot of times people are feeling suicidal because something is happening in their life, whether it be a trauma or whether it be just some overwhelming emotions that they have that they're just not able to deal with. And so getting to the place where you're able to work through those things, you're able to see a future, you're able to see hope, you're able to see that that this is not the rest of your life, that this is a moment in time. But when you're in that moment in time, it definitely becomes overwhelming. And so there's definitely a need for just somebody else to believe in you, somebody else to talk to you and say, hey, you know what, we've got this, we can do this together. So suicide is, and those thoughts of suicide is not because I no longer want to live. It's generally, I no longer want to deal with the suffering that I'm going through, or dealing with the pain that I'm experiencing right now. And when you're in the middle of that, ending your life seems like the only option, or the only way out that you have. I want to tell you, just from personal experience, that you can have a fulfilling, happy, joyful future, even if there's been a suicide attempt or there's been thoughts of suicide. That just doesn't mean that that you're not going to be able to do what you want to do in the future. There's definitely a future and a hope out there.